Alright, and welcome back. Here we are in chapter 4, and we're going to go ahead and create the shaft guide, which is number 6 in chapter 4. So let's get started. I'm going to turn my planes on so I can see where I want to draw. Extrude. I'm going to start with the top plane, because as we look at our part, it just makes sense to start with the top plane and turn those off so they're not in the way. Go ahead, draw a circle, and then we want start right here at the quadrant. Draw a horizontal line out here, down, and connect to the circle. That gives us a very rough profile of the top. So now we want to trim that piece out and close out. Let's go ahead and smart dimension this first to get our size. Our radius 0.75. From the center point, which I'm going to choose from there to there, that distance is 1.75. Oh, there it goes. My width here is 0.5. Alright, now let's go ahead. Let's add our fillets, which are 0.125. And for creating a fillet in the sketch, it's just like AutoCAD. So we choose one side and then the other side, and we can just continue right on around, creating all 3 of the fillets that we need. Green check mark there. It automatically places a smart dimension for us and adds these constraints of tangent and equal to each of our fillets. Alright, one last thing I want to do now. I want to put that hole right there, which that hole is 0.25, and then we need to locate it. So we will dimension to there, which is 0.4 in the book, and we can do the location vertically one of 2 ways. Oh, I think I placed a wrong dimension. Yeah, I sure did. This should actually be 0.6. So locating this hole can either be, we can locate it so it's in the center by a smart dimension, which is simply just dimensioning like we have with everything else. There we go. Or if we know that we always want this hole located in the center, we can do that one other way. Come over here, choose the midpoint, hold Control and select the center point, choose horizontal, and now that hole is located by the midpoint of this line. So now I zoom out. And we'll go ahead and exit the sketch at this time. And I want to go blind 0.25. There we go. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I want to extrude from this surface a circle we want to make that circle and this outer edge co-radial. That will place the circle right on this edge. And that's all I want to do with this step. So I want to exit the sketch. Let's rotate that back around. Our total height is 1 inch. And since this part is a 1/4 inch, then I want my extrusion to be 0.75. There we go. Now, we just have 2 features left. Let's go ahead and extrude cut on that surface. A hole from the center there. That hole is 0.75 in diameter. And that's it for this step. So I exit my sketch. And I want it to go through all. Click OK. There we go. Alright, so the last hole goes through this surface right here, and we don't know how far it really goes. So let's, after placing that in isometric, let's go ahead, extrude cut, on that plane. Go ahead and turn those back off. And we draw our circle. We want to locate that according to the origin vertically. That's going to center that hole in the center of our cylinder. Then, oops, not that one. We want the size to be 0.25. And according to the book, we want it located from the bottom to the center up 0.5. Alright. So now, go ahead and turn that back isometric. Now we go back to features, extrude cut, and it looks like if we cut it in that direction, we can in fact see that it does poke through right there. But I'm gonna try through all both. There we go. And then we can see that edge right there. So that tells me that because in the book we can't, that hole does not go through this side. So I want to go back into the feature, and I don't want to go through all both. In fact, I want to go through all. But it's going to go through all in direction 2, which is out this way. Whoop. Let's cancel that. Oh, we don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, reverse direction. Come on, cooperate. No. Okay. Since it doesn't want to cooperate nicely, we're going to do it this way. Extrude cut. We do not want to go that direction. We want to go that way. Click OK. And now we have the hole only coming out this way. And so now our part is finished. So we want to save that. Chapter 4, Exercise 6. And that concludes the demonstration. Oh, one last thing I almost forgot. In this chapter, they wanted us to specify the material. So to do that, we come over here, we right click on the material, we come down, we choose what kind of material we want from this list. And for this exercise, they wanted aluminum 6061. And I don't see it in this list, so we want to edit material. We want to then not choose steel, come down to aluminum, find 6061, and they don't specify which one, so any of the 6061 will be acceptable, at least for our demonstration. I can tell you that the 6061 T6 is a very common aluminum alloy used in the industry. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that one, and then we click apply and close. Now, right there, it tells us what our material is. Now, also for exercise 6, in the book it asks what the mass and the volume is. Well, we can get that really easy. Just go right here to evaluate, choose mass properties, and in our list, the mass right there is 0.14 pounds, and the volume is 1.47 cubic inches. All right, so with that concludes the demonstration for Chapter 4. Hope you've enjoyed. Please stay tuned for more chapters to come.